First question I always ask everybody is, what's your story? Like, where are you coming from, and how did you get your name?
From the depths of hell, man. And outer space, respectively.
I like that you're sitting in this chair.
I know. Dustin, do you want to tell the story? And I'll tell the name.
I guess to answer your question, it's well, we're from the Midwest, from Peoria, so I guess we kind of try and represent that as much as we can. And then as far as the name, it just kind of happened. Like the idea of this band's been around for like 6 years at this point, 7 years. I don't really remember how it kind of happened, and yeah, we're just kind of stuck with it, I guess.
I kind of like to think that it was kind of one of those the shape of punk to come situations. You know, like they made that album, and then that was kind of like the aftermath of it, and then like the forecast, like predicting awesomeness. I don't know. That makes absolutely no sense. In my head, that pretty much rules.
There are traces of logic to it.
A
little bit.
That's great. For someone who has never listened to your music before, how would you describe your sound to that person?
Fucking badass.
So like a
Poppy rock with mixed vocals and
from the Midwest, I guess.
Midwest rock. I
Take a
guess.
lot from like Braid and Promise Ring, kind of somewhere in that department.
Yeah, I mean, we all grew up listening to like mid-90s indie rock and stuff. Like we were big fans of bands like Braid and Raina Maria and
Other bands from the Midwest.
just kind of like we're the Midwest '90s. Where they left, we're carrying it on. We're the last flame of hope for that. So.
Right on. So I have a copy of your guys' Split with 1090 Club from several years back.
Yeah.
And I sort of heard their side of the story, but what's your side of the story with those guys?
From 1090 Club dudes?
Yeah, the 1090 Club.
Man, I met Sean like probably 7 or 8 years ago. Like when I was touring in a different band, Scouts Honor, like riding in a car, and he did some shows for us in Billings. So our bands kind of became friends, and the forecast started, and we just kind of like, okay, well, let's just do this split. And we just kind of did it, I guess. That's kind of all I remember about it. It's so long ago.
They probably had like a 20-minute memory story about it.
Yeah, he said something about, swapping shows, things like that.
Yeah. I mean, we just kind of made friends and just kind of hooked each other up throughout the years. So I put something out together.
Beer was drank, music was created, sweet love was made. You know the story.
It's good. What records have you guys been listening to a lot recently? So like, what's in your car stereo right now? What's on your iPod?
This is gonna be across the board.
You go ahead, Tony.
Queens of the Stone Age, Eagles of Death Metal. I've been listening to the new Paper Chase that hasn't come out yet a lot.
Non-stop.
It's amazing. You guys, I know everybody. You guys have been listening to.
I don't know. I feel like I'm on a break right now. It wasn't really. My iPod is full of old stuff, and I'm kind of sick of it at the point. So I need new stuff.
Black Rebel Motorcycle Club, definitely.
Yeah.
Listening to that a lot.
Been listening to this Jackson Brown solo acoustic record.
Man, that guy can write a song.
He knows how to write some songs, for sure.
Cool. So I did do a little bit of homework, and I saw you guys were signed to Victory Records for a while, but now you're no longer with those guys. So like, what's the story there? Because it sort of seemed like this mystery thing, but.
We just waved our magical wand and we were done.
We signed with them. We put out 2 records with them, and they helped us get to where we are now, I guess.
Yeah.
And it's nice to be free.
We did our time. Did our 2 records.
Yeah, man, we did our time.
There's no hard feelings there.
Yeah.
It was a clean break. I think it was kind of almost maybe a mutual thing.
Mm-hmm.
It was kind of like when you're in a relationship with somebody and you guys have been dating for a while and you become such good friends that like, the lack of
I
interest.
don't know about that part.
Well, hey, you're trying to sugarcoat this.
I
You
know
guys.
stretching the truth here.
But still, it was a good break. It wasn't it wasn't like scene drama.
No, there was no pain.
Yeah, there's no crazy hookers or anything.
No. That's good to hear. one of the other questions I really like to ask is just like who or what have been your big influences, specifically not musical influences. So you can't say we listen to a lot of the Smiths. Or,
Like influences, like
just like in your lives,
In my life?
what's been a big influence to get you to the point where you're now sitting in the basement of the High Dive?
I would say friends.
Yeah, I mean, just kind
That's
of
the
the town we
biggest thing.
come from, like all of us. He lives like 3 hours south of us, but
I mean, I would say it's close to the same reason, though. I mean, like, you know, we've all been there. Like, we all grow up, and like we watch our friends pretty much die and give up, like inside, you know. Like,
so we just kind of want to give them hope, I guess.
Mhm.
Like that you can do it, man. Like you can do this. We can do it. You can do it. So that has a lot to do with it, I think.
Cool. So you guys have you got a new EP out now?
Yep.
Yeah, we just put that out like 3 weeks ago. I think it came out maybe about a month ago, I guess at this point. Just like 5 songs. Like we just recorded them in a studio in our hometown. And just kind of did it ourselves with like the help of Absolute Punk. That was cool. And yeah, they've been selling well. We just did like 2,000 copies, just kind of like a limited thing for like this tour, really, just to kind of get it out there. It gives us a reason to get back out on tour and kind of hold over till we can get the new record finished up. So.
Cool. And so it sounds like you're maybe working on maybe a little longer project then.
Yeah. We're doing this tour right now out to the West Coast, kind of polishing ourselves up, and then we're going into the studio in June to record the new full length. We'll be in New York all of June working on that. So. Pretty excited. It's been a long time coming.
Yay!
Fantastic. Do you guys have any last words?
Well, thank you, man, for wanting to talk
Yeah,
to
thank
us.
you.
That's pretty awesome.
stay in school.
Stay in school.
Stay in school. I like that.
At least get that education, then you can do whatever the fuck you want.
Fantastic. Yeah, thanks you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you, man.
Yeah. Great.
Cool.